I want a couple more cuttings, and I kind of want to, am I sitting on you? Happy Saturday, you guys. So today I'm doing some planty chores. I have a couple of plants that I need to pot up, namely my Hoya, my Mikado snake plant, and I think I want to put this piece of pothos in some soil because she's starting to get secondary roots, and I don't normally let it go that long, but I kind of got distracted. And I'm gonna do a couple of other little planting chores. So this might be a chatty one today, especially since I'm sort of, let's get started. So before we get started though, let me introduce myself. My name is Yvette Boone. I'm a recovering software engineer and a lifelong creative hobbyist and plant enthusiast. And here on this channel, we create a safe space for Black women to incorporate creative hobbies into their wellness practice. Emphasis on wellness practice this week. Oh my goodness, this has been life. Life has been life, and I don't talk politics here on this channel, but I live here in the United States, and we've been having some pretty heavy news. So whenever things get a little rough, I always turn to my plants. So that's why today was sort of timely. Now the thing is I did kind of put this off a little bit, but I'm kind of glad I did because I got to see what is really going on with my Hoya Bella. She's doing so well. My variegated one is doing well too. She is starting to do new growth. So remember, this bad boy wasn't growing at all, and I would water her and she wasn't getting firm, and I got concerned. I watered her, she didn't respond within a day, and I was like, something ain't right. So I went in, pulled her out of her soil, and to be fair, I didn't think the roots looked that bad. I'm gonna show you what the, hold your roll. Okay. This is the mother plant here. This was the mother plant. And all I did was I just took the whole thing. I didn't cut anything off or anything. And I just stuck it in water. And I'm like, okay, now I'm looking at this. And to be fair, I don't really see much dead. I see some dried up looking stringy like roots. Let's see if I put it up against my shirt. I see that, but literally, like I said, nothing I saw looked terrible. So as you see, I have some nice big pretty roots. I am going to pot as is. I think I might cut off a little bit, but we'll see. So yeah, she has firmed back up. She's looking good. I don't see a growth point just yet. But that's okay. I'm okay with what we have. We got roots going up the stem. I'm a-okay with that. So we're gonna pot. Oh no, I do see a growth point. Okay, let me see if I can show it to you. Right here. Oh my. Can you see that? Oh yeah, there it is. Nice. Okay. So, like I said, I'm in my feelings today, so I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I just needed to do something different. So today I am wearing my new crochet do-rag. My daughter requested that I crochet her a do-rag, and of course I had to make a prototype. And so I did, and I'm loving it. I probably would never wear a do-rag like a do-rag, but I love wearing it in this way. So I'm excited. I have hers already started. Let me show it to you really quickly. I'm almost finished, so I don't have much more to go, but we're not here to talk about that today. So I want to pot up everything. So the first thing I'm gonna do though is I want to, because I think I want to use the soil that I had before. I don't feel like I need gloves today. Another thing, y'all, I ain't had no coffee, so if I get real loopy, that would be the reason why. I haven't really sprayed anything, so this soil is mighty dry, which is fine because that means I don't have anything, any bugaboos or anything growing in here. I'm just picking out the, can you guys see? I'm just picking out any of the dead leaves that were already here. I guess if it was outside, I would probably leave it in here, but it's not, so. I don't see any reason not to use this soil. There was no mold or rot or anything like that. So I don't see a reason not to use this soil. So I'm going to use the soil and the same pot. I'm going to just stick it right back in here with all the new cuttings. And we're going to keep it pushing. So I kind of wanted to, let me put some of the bigger stuff at the bottom just to keep the holes from. Okay, so you guys have probably heard by now in the last couple of days the footage of Sonia Massey's murder was revealed online. And you know, I think first off I want to start by saying news has changed. You used to get your news from news stations, and now it seems that it has moved over to social media. Now, I personally don't watch the news. I know some people feel really strongly about that, and I understand why you feel the way you feel, but I still feel the way I feel. I don't watch the news. It's very depressing, and honestly, I feel like I've always felt like it was sort of biased, and so I didn't watch it. But now, news has now moved to social media. So where I thought I was safe and I could kind of avoid things by being on social media, which might be kind of crazy in itself, but no, I can't. Okay, so this is my roots that's going on here. She's got roots all the way up here. I'm loving that. This was my little problem child. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on. Work with me now. Let me show you what I'm working with. This is my little problem child. Roots seem to be kind of, oh, this was the one I was worried about. And look how much roots she has. Okay, so when I did the original cut, I kind of rigged this one up because I didn't want the leaves to fall in the water. And so she's been in water for quite some time, but she has a nice little root system going on. This one isn't too bad. I'm not mad at that. This is a piece that I think I cut after. So this was still a part of the original mother plant, and I let her grow. So she's fairly new. These are fairly new roots, I believe. But all of these are doing well. And this one is actually growing. So she was a cutting. I think she's a new cutting off of the mother plant that I left in the soil. Stop it. And then, of course, I have the mother plant. Which, now looking at it, maybe I do have some dead stuff that I could cut off. No, I don't see it. I honestly, I'm like, I don't really feel like I want to cut much. If anything, I think it'll be fine. So I'm just going to pot everything up together. And try to get these down in the soil. And hopefully growing in a way that looks cute. I think that's always my biggest thing is when I'm repotting, is to get things to kind of form in the pot or kind of grow in a way that looks good, right? And these things are so wild. But I think they pretty much, they know how to do what they need to do. So I'm not gonna worry about it too tough. Don't get it twisted. So yeah, back to my story. I saw the footage. I heard the story. And I saw the footage, and I kind of, wasn't sure what was going on. I kind of just wanted to get the nuts and bolts. I just wanted to kind of get the high level story, right? And partly for my own mental health. Like, it's just a lot hearing these stories all the time, but I still don't want to ignore them so much that, we start desensitizing, or I start desensitizing myself to the point where I don't think it's a problem anymore. Like, you just kind of stay away from it for so much, you don't even see it as an issue. And so I did a little research to find out what was going on, and it is a really horrific story. The thing that I think is bothering me, it's a double-edged sword. I have mixed feelings about it. Is that they literally showed the entire thing online. And I'm like, how do we... Yes, we need to know what happened. And yes, full transparency. But there should be a level of respect for her family, for people. When I grew up, I can remember married people seeing TV and seeing married people not in the same bed. And now we are literally showing where somebody is pointing a gun at somebody and shooting them. And we see the whole thing. When I tell you my heart is grieved, it really is. I don't understand what this world is coming to. I don't understand what we're doing. I don't understand why we're doing it. It's a lot. It really is. It's a lot. Oh, by the way, I'm using my name tag as a scooper. And I'm probably going to just have to take breaks from the conversation. And I'm not going to make the conversation heavy. My whole point was that I came to my plants because the news was just so heavy, was just too heavy, and I needed something. I needed to have some life, some good space. So unfortunately though, it feels like all the news for the last, and I mean just even high level news, felt really, really heavy. So another, like I said, I don't talk politics on this channel, but another point of interest was that Biden has stepped down and Kamala Harris is now running for president. And once again, another double-edged sword. Of course, there are ads now on helping the campaign, voting, helping the campaign, helping Kamala Harris reach the presidency. And initially, my first thought was, it's so hard to say initially, because it felt like the minute I thought that thing, I thought another thing. So I thought, oh, we have a black woman running for president. That is awesome. And then on the flip side, I was like, I am tired. I am tired of us leaning on black women to come in and clean up the mess. I'm tired. And if I'm tired, I can only imagine that other women are tired too. And so I don't want to be Debbie Downer at all. I don't want anyone who wants to be excited about this to not be excited about this. I'm just saying what my first and my initial response was that I'm tired. I don't want her to have to come in and clean up the mess America has made. America has never embraced black women to begin with. So now all of a sudden we want to lean on the black woman to come in and clean up. And then there's the whole, what is she really, are they going to let her be president? All the things. I told you it was kind of heavy, which is the reason why I need my plants right now. Because it's heavy. I'm tired. I really am. This was part of the reason why quitting my job was a thing. And I know I really haven't talked to you guys about that much because my channel is not about that. But I quit my job. It's been 2 years now. And part of the reason I quit my job was because it felt like the never-ending battle. Like, you know, it was beyond imposter syndrome. It just felt like I was trying to squeeze myself into a place that was not made for me. And so I'm starting to feel, you know, the same way about America. You know, I have mentioned to you guys that I wanted to move and I want to move abroad. I definitely want to travel abroad. But this is part of the driving force as to why I feel this way, because it just feels like I don't belong in these spaces. Okay. I don't want I don't want this video to be sad or long and sad. I really don't, because I really came to my plants to get a space away. So I really want to say to the family and friends of Sonya Massey, and for those who see the story or watching my channel run across this content, I want to say rest in peace to her, and I send my condolences out to her family and friends. And for all the other black women, all the other black mothers and aunties and sisters and cousin, all their family members and friends who are grieving for this person that you never met and don't know personally, but you are grieving how many times this has happened. How we have gone from worrying about our husbands to worrying about our sons, and now worrying about ourselves, to where our lives don't have value. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so like I said, we have life will give you so many options and so many reasons to be sad, and I'm not gonna pretend that. Okay, so in order to process grief, sometimes I come to my plants and it just gives me a space where I don't have to be so enveloped by grief. So I come here and I get my hands dirty, which is part of the reasons why I don't have on gloves today. Although I don't know if this qualifies. Like I said, I have not had coffee, so ooh. Now I want to pot up my snake plant. So my thought was I'm gonna use this little pot, one, because it's so stinking cute, right? I wanted to use a cup and then just cut the top off, but I figured this is about the same size and it's already in the pot. I keep forgetting to add water to this thing, so it definitely is time. But look at that. Is that not the cutest thing you have ever seen in your freaking life? What the what? Look at those roots. Okay. So originally I thought I had good roots before, but now I really know I have good roots. So I want to pot this so that she will be able to get some nutrients, because right now she's not. I also have something growing on this. Look at that. And I'm really not sure how far to bury them, but somebody in my comments, and I can't remember your name right now. I apologize for that. No, this one is not ready. I think, did I kill the root? Oh, please don't say it's dry. Daggone it. It's dry. I really need to get these out of the water because I don't know about these. I don't know. You think I should try it? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these in the water and let these grow a little bit more, because I see something on the bottom here. I see something a little green on the bottom. So I feel like we might have some. I don't want to touch it because I'm scared of if it's on there fragile, I don't want to break it off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to be good for probably another couple months and keep water in this. It's not working. But I really want to pot all of these together. I kind of feel like, girl, we need to just make it happen. This is the thing though. The real thing about grief and how when you are using plants to kind of help you navigate that space is like, you can't take no L's. So I can't take no losses. I'm like, so where is the best probable chance of me winning? I don't know. It's easy enough for me to just leave that in the water. And then what I'll do is I'll just pot these up and then I'll just disturb these just a smidge to so I'm not going to bury it too far down here because, and then, you know, I've got my propagation box. And the way I like to do these is I like to take and run my finger around the edge of the pot and firm that up. Now this soil is dry, so it's not going to firm up but so much. But once I get it wet, it'll be fine. And we already have new growth. Look at that. She's so cute. Oh, and this is the mother plant, by the way. This is the mother plant. I've been doing a good job on trying to water her, y'all. I even got some little babies in there. This is probably the same baby I had from before, but I don't know. These things don't grow that much. But I think I'm doing better with keeping it watered. I've actually watered it more than once this summer. Is it summer yet? This season. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's a win. Don't judge me, for real. I can't with y'all right now. Okay, so we got 2 plants down. Okay, one thing I wanted to do is so today is the day that I need to water my plant in my naked root planter. So let me go. First off, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to water these in. sit and soak that up a little bit. And the same with this. I'm going to water this from the bottom. That way I'll know when she gets enough up at the top. So I personally love bottom watering my plants. I love to see it drink up the water. But we're gonna let her soak up. I got a lot. Then she is cute, actually. She is really cute. Girl, I needed this today. I really did. I needed this today. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go get my Naked Roots planter. It is time for me to water her. She looks so good. She looks so good. I got dirt on my hands. I'm not gonna rub my eyes because I know better. I have very allergy eyes, okay? Okay, so what I'm looking for is, one, she is super lightweight. Well, yeah, she's super lightweight, to be fair. I'm looking to see if I can tell that the soil is dry. It's really hard to, the soil is not completely dry though. I don't know, I think I expected it to be completely dry. It's not. Matter of fact, I'm sticking my finger down to the first knuckle, and I would say that the soil is sort of cool, but it's not wet. It's not even, it's near moist. It's not completely dry. Like the dirt I just potted this up with, it wasn't cool at all. So there's still some water in the media soil, but it's not moist. So I'm looking at the leaves and she's drooping just a tad bit, right? Not a lot, just a tad bit. Now, let me tell you. So the way these planters work. So here's my notes. So you fill your reservoir completely with water and make a note on your calendar so you don't forget. Now, I actually did a video, so it was easier for me to remember. There's a wet cycle. Check the reservoir periodically and count how many days it takes for the reservoir to empty. So when that day came, actually the last day I checked it and I filmed it, it was probably dry within a day or so later. So I gave it an extra day. Then there's a dry cycle. You add 7 to 21 days to the days it took for the reservoir to empty. This is how often you'll need to refill your reservoir. So for me, because I have a 5-inch planter and I have what I would consider to be an average house plant. It's not a water loving house plant like maybe an African violet or a calathea, but it's also not a dry type plant like a snake plant. So something like a pothos or my Dieffenbachia, I'm going to consider it to be average. And because I have the 5-inch planter, you add 9 days. So if I take, so I watered my Dieffenbachia on the 5th. It dried out on the 14th. And if I add 9 days to that, it should be the 23rd. And I want to say today is the 24th. So I gave it an extra day, and because I don't know, I just felt like I should. And yesterday I was going to do it and I got distracted and I was like, no, let me do it on camera. So I'm going to do it on camera and we can do it together. Now I kind of feel like I need something up under this, but I don't see why I would, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna put something up under it just in case I mess up. So I got like a little container here. So I got some juicy juice. I'm gonna fill it up to right here, right where this, which I don't have a choice because it's got a hole right here. It's gonna come out anyway. So I'm filling it up and I'm gonna keep the plant in there while I fill it up. I might need some more juicy juice. Oh, snap. Okay, I see water coming out of here. I don't see it coming out on this side. There we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I know, so because today is the 24th, I know I have 18 days before I fill it up again. So what I'll do is I will set maybe invite on my calendar to do it every 18 days. So for me, that's sort of like what, every 2.5 weeks maybe? I'm hoping I remember. No, I'm gonna put it in my calendar because I really want, like I said, I want to use this the way they intend for the pot to be used. That way, you know, I can play around with it. So what other chore that I have to do today? I needed to, I want to cut some plants. I do. I want to cut some plants. So first, let me, this wasn't so smart. So I feel like I want to cut her again. Now she looks good, right? It's not because of the way she looks that I want to cut her. I think she looks really good. The reason I want to cut her is because one, these things are growing crazy long, which I don't really have a problem with, but because I want the pot to be super full, I want to have as many cuttings in there as I possibly can. And I already have, let me show you. I already have her. So I think she will make a nice full pot, one nice full pot, but I still feel like I want a couple more cuttings. I kind of want to keep her tame until it's time for me to repot. I don't want to have to repot all this. I want to have it nice and neat when I go to repot. So I'm gonna cut her again because why not? Child, she is in there. Let go. Girl, when I tell you she don't want to let go. Okay, she back with a pixie again. She looks so cute though. I tell you, I'm never mad at me cutting, but she doesn't have that many stems in the pot, so that's why I don't I don't mind cutting her again. She's a lot easier to tame when I only have, you know, what's in the pot. So I don't have a problem with that. So I'm going to pot her up really quickly because, you know, I want to get her in the soil. I don't like the fact that she has so many secondary roots on her. It's not my favorite time. I kind of would like to do it a little ahead of time, but we working with what we working with. So I'm gonna pot her up and then I will wait for these to root up and then I'll just add them all together. I don't think I'll be potting up anything else today. So I'm just gonna pot her up really quickly. And water her. Okay. Can share. You're done. That is the cutest. I cannot wait. I'm going to probably keep her in the propagation box just for a couple days. Although I watered her in pretty good. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it in there for a couple of days. The propagation box is sitting under the light, or it's near the light, so it's getting some good light. But I just want to keep it in a humid space. So I'm just gonna clean her up a little bit. I'm pulling off some dead leaves. This plant sometimes, I don't know, child. She's doing okay. She's doing better, but sometimes she gives me grief. But it's not that bad. So I'm just pulling off a couple of other dead leaves that are just sitting in here. I got one good hard yellow leaf in there that is a little hard to get to. And see, with this plant, okay, wait, I got it. With this plant, because she stays so, her leaves stay so firm all the time that you can break a lot of the leaves trying to, you know, get in here to pull some of these leaves off. Plus, I don't like pulling on them unless they're ready to go. I'll do a little twist. If they ain't ready to go, I just leave them. It's not like the other kind of pothos where the leaves soften up a lot. If my mandula gets too soft, she too far gone. So I don't let her get that soft. So, but I do come through and I pull off some of the dead material, try to keep her nice and clean and cute. Okay, I wanted to show you guys some of the new growth that I had on my macrophylla. And so let me show you the new growth. Look at that. Right there. Right there. Look at that leaf. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that. This is my favorite leaf. And I got new growth on there. And I showed you that one already. Is it new growth on this? No. Oh, maybe. It's hard to tell with the lights. Oh, and look at the brand new leaf. So when Hoyas push out their leaves, they typically are like blushed with pink or red. It depends on the plant, especially ones that have variegation. You can see it a little clearer. If the leaves are all green, they sort of look brown or bronzed. But if they have some white on them, they look either red. Sometimes they come in really red and then they lighten up and they pink up. But I just love it. Do you hear me? There is so much new growth on this plant and the roots are really, really coming in really well. So I'm loving this. I can't wait to pot her up. Now she's a wild one, okay? I thought maybe I could grow her and tame her a bit, but she doesn't seem to want to be tamed. And see, for me, I do stuff like, this is all dead. So I'll go in and just cut it really close. And you know it's dead because you don't see any sap coming out of it. But you don't have to worry about a wound because that was already dead. I just cut it down to where it was closer to being alive, where the living part was. So yeah, this is my macrophylla. Okay, remember I cut my pubicalyx because she was not growing. And then I went through this period where I was like, okay, she's been cut. I'm watering her more often. And I noticed I was losing leaves, dropping leaves. It was kind of going crazy. So I was like, okay, let me put her in some more sun. And I guess the combination of all those things has sparked new growth. And I knew, see, this plant is one of those ones where it just grows like crazy. So I have mega new growth here, 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 here. Look at these new leaves here, here, here. I have new growth everywhere. Like she just pushed out a bunch of new growth at one time. Now, I originally had her over here under these lights, and I pulled her back because I felt like her leaves were sort of like washing out, like the color of her was sort of washing out, so bleaching out. That's the term. And so I moved her because I thought she was getting too much light, but apparently she was gone for too long. She was like, girl, I just wanted to go for a little bit, and you took me away for like 2 years. So now she's doing a lot better. She is growing in so many places. So I'm fully expecting us to have a nicer, fuller plant very soon. Yay. Okay, so I said I wanted to cut some more plants, and I want to cut her partly because I have so much of the Australis, and she is going to overwhelm the pot when I do combine them all together. So I wanted to have some more of the Lisa. Now, my Lisa, she grows nicely. Is that a peduncle? That's a peduncle. Girl, you done messed around and you done stopped me from cutting. Got to be more careful. That is a peduncle. Can you see that? Right here. Oops, oops, oops. Come on, work with me now. Right here. Am I turning it so you can see it? Look at that. That is a peduncle. Oh man, I wanted to cut you so badly. Oh man. Alright. That was okay, where's the other good stem? Here's the good stem. I have one stem of this Australis that I really feel like it just doesn't produce well. So I didn't want to cut that one. I don't want extras of those. But let's go with this one. I'm gonna cut this one. So this is where the new growth will go. I'm gonna start with the top. So this is where the new growth will come, and I can grow roots all here. So I'm gonna cut here and give that some space. I'm going to let these callus, and then I have here, which is where the new growth will go, and I'm gonna cut here. I'm wondering if I should leave this one. I think I'm gonna leave that. This is the one, this is the stem that I feel like produces weird looking. I haven't touched this or anything. Why does that look like that? So these set of leaves right here look pretty good, but for the most part, all down the entire stem, is producing weird looking or somewhat weird looking leaves. That thing is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, she is beautiful. I want to cut her so bad, but I'm like, no, I'm not cutting. I'm not cutting something that could possibly bloom. I haven't seen a bloom on this one in a minute. So I'm going to hold off on that. Now, so this is the one that has the peduncle on it. This is the weird stem, and this is the one I just cut. So it looks like we only get 2 cuttings. Can I squeeze out one more? Can I get a what? That the internode on that is so short that I'm kind of afraid to do that. I really am. I tell you what, if this pushes out some new growth here, which I'm hoping that it will, then maybe. She's growing really well though. She, I don't know why this back here is so light, but she's actually growing. She is getting quite a bit of light. And for some reason, I'm noticing these little like discoloration on there. At first I thought it was like maybe some pest, but I really think it's from lack of water, or me inconsistent watering, I should say, because I noticed it on the babies too. So we'll see. Yeah, see how that looks bronzy? how these leaves, ooh, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, these leaves right here sort of kind of has that olivey, bronzy look to them. That's the red coming through on the new growth. It's not sun stress. It's just that when these Hoya babies come in, they come in pink. They give that pink. This is why I love this Australis Lisa. So yes, I am cutting my Moonlight Trubii. And the reason I'm cutting my Moonlight Trubii is because she looks good. The reason I'm cutting her is because she has this long, you know, tendril that doesn't have a lot of leaves on it. And I personally, you know, I'm not a huge fan of that. So I'm cutting. And yee. I want her to be super cute. I'm contemplating on whether or not I want to cut these or not. I think I might leave them. But they're a lot easier to manage when they don't have a lot of tendrils. Getting it in and out of this hanging basket is not as much fun when you have a lot of, you know, hang time. So I don't mind cutting them, but I'm trying to figure out, oh yeah, look at the new growth on the end. Cute. These barnacles on here, that looks terrible, doesn't it? Am I gonna get a root out of that? I think so. We about to find out. Y'all think I should cut them too? So yeah, that makes it so much easier to deal with the plant when you don't have to, you know, worry about all the tendrils. Now, I do want them to grow. I just want them to grow in a blanket. I don't want to have, I want the top to be full so that when they do start trailing, my top is not bald, right? I have enough on the top to kind of sustain it. So I think we are, nope, we are not there yet. This soil is taken. It's dear sweet time soaking up. That's okay. It was really dry, so I'm gonna let it take its time. And I'm going to let these callus, I really want to cut my jungle boogie, but it's growing so much that I'm gonna wait and see what all the new growth looks like first before I cut it. But I really want to cut that. I'm gonna show you, let me see. Yeah, let's cut these up before I forget where the end is. All right, so look at all them barnacles. I know it's not barnacles, but that is not cute. Okay, I'm gonna pull off those bottom leaves and I'm gonna just keep the top leaf. So let's wipe again. Okay, so what did I say right here? Don't fall. All right, so this one, I got a root here and I got two right here. You see? And this is my mindset. I can pull this leaf off here and use this as the rooter. And so I can just cut it off here. And then here I would have wet sticks. Now, I can tell by how flimsy this is that I'm not banking too much on this wet stick too much. But this is what I'm going to do. Because I have this part here, I'm going to leave I'm going to leave all of these. Matter of fact, I'll cut at this bend right here and cut some of that off. Because that might be damaged. And I have this as wet stick. Now what I'm going to try to do, we're going to try it and see if it works. If I put the wet stick in water, because this is the top. Let me make sure I got the top in here really good. If I give it 2 to root from and 1 to grow from, so this is the bottom. So we're gonna freshen up this water. I'm going to cut up my, whoa. I tell you, these tendrils, boy, I tell you, they just, oof, they got a mind of their own. All right, I love these super thick stems. That is going to produce some really big leaves. Oh, did I show y'all that weird little baby leaf? Let me show y'all this. I thought it was so cute. It's like they producing these big old huge leaves, and the first leaf, oh shoot, I'm dripping water everywhere. The first leaf that it pushed out was this little baby leaf, and it was smaller than that at one time. It was super, that is super cute. That is super cute. Okay. Oh yeah, I just made a good mess. All right, so the way I'm thinking about this one is this was a cut right here already. So that means I'm going to lose this leaf and this leaf, and I will use this as where my roots are going to come from and let it grow from here, right? I'm thinking I can cut it here. Yeah, I can cut it here and use this big old beautiful leaf. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna cut it here. And I'm gonna use all of this too. So I'm gonna cut these leaves off. And I'm gonna use this in the water, and I'm gonna let this grow up, right? And I'm gonna go get some fresh water soon. Ooh, do I wanna keep this whole thing? Look, she got roots coming all down here. Look at that. Y'all see the roots? Root bulbs. I don't know, I think she'll be fine. I think if I cut her right here, I think this will root and she will be fine. Okay, so this is going to be my cutting. I don't even know if I need to pull the leaves off of this. And that will be 1. And this will be 1. So I have 3 from that one. And here is the bottom. This was a stem that I left in. Oh, look, she got new growth right here. See, if I see this before I cut it, it's so much harder for me to cut it. Because I'm like, no. She got a baby. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to cut. Oh, oof, ah. Oof, ah, oof. I'm going to cut this leaf off here. And I'm going to cut it right here. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to cut it right here. Wait. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it right here. This is the top, right? Even though the leaves are going wonky. And I'm going to cut this leaf off here. And this is going to be my cutting. So then I can use, oh, look how, oh, I thought it was finished straight. And I was about to say, hold up, swole up. Okay, so then I have roots coming out of this. And I'm going to use this as the bottom. So I'm going to cut this leaf off. Ooh, this is going to hurt. Boy, that's going to hurt. Ah! So pretty. Use that. Okay, if I start from the top, ooh, look at that big old pretty root right there. Child, why you don't have no leaf right here? You making this difficult. You making it harder than it need to be. Oh man, you messed me up by not having a leaf right there. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut it down here. I don't really want no wet sticks. I promise you I don't. I would rather not. Yeah, we'll just have 2 long ones, that's all. It's not ideal, but it's okay. No. I need to cut here. Alright. So we'll just have a long... She don't want to come off. And then I have this as a long piece. Because I don't be wanting to give up no nodes. Child, you got so much of this plant. I think you're going to be fine. Okay. I cut this one already. I'm going to get some fresh water. Okay. Y'all, I forgot I got some other pieces over there.
I will put some of these long ones. Oh shoot, that's gonna be a problem. Okay.
And you know, they don't need to be all the way in the water. They just need to be close enough to the water. And they're going to push out some roots. Some of these I need to put in with the other cuttings. Oh, I could put this one in. Wait a minute, hold on. That's actually perfect because it's kind of short. Okay, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. And I need a jar for these. I forgot which way this thing was supposed to go. This is why I need to let it go. I think I need to let it go. Child, I don't know. Okay. We need a piece of pothos in here though. Oh, I forgot I got some over here. Ooh, child. You got a lot going on. You have a lot going on, my friend. My friend. This poor little leaf. She done seen better days. Okay, need a piece of pothos in there. Oh, whoa, whoa. What's going on? What's going on? Hold on. Abort. Abort, abort, abort. Okay. Ooh, you look diseased. Okay. I'm gonna mostly fill this up with Syndapsis. That way I don't have to worry about she was kind of yellowing anyway. She is too, but we're gonna stick all these little barnacles in here and see what happens. And I think, you know, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Hopefully we can get some rooting and some tooting going on. No tooting. Just rooting. Okay. Alright, so I have, Jesus, I still got a lot of pothos going on. Okay, so this is the bottom. And I know that these sometimes can take a minute to root. So I think what I want to do is I want to cut here and cut this leaf off. That way I can put this in here. And oh Lord, this the bottom. Jesus, almost lost that, boy. That battle was almost gone. Oh, I got a whole cup over here that don't have nothing in it. Are we about to lose this leaf? Because she don't want me to be great. She a little weird, but that's okay. I got one more plant I want to cut. I want to cut my Hoya Bella. Because she is so cute now. I kind of feel like I want to cut the other one so she could be nice and cute and short like her. Okay, so this is my Croniana Black, and I've been kind of neglectful. I really do think she would do well if I can get her watering down right. So let me do a little cleanup. She got a bunch of sort of like dead stem stuff going on because I keep forgetting to water her. So I do want to propagate her though. So I want to give her a good haircut because I feel like, so I want to fill her pot up, and I'm hoping, okay, I see some stuff coming out, so I think we're doing all right. Boy, I'm telling you, I don't have no mercy. This is how I used to cut my hair back in the day. Boy, I would have hair and then I would not. Cut that stuff off in a heartbeat. Nope, no, I don't cut the leaf now. Okay. Look how cute she is. She's so cute. Oh, I like that. Girl. Your little pixie cut. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I think, oh wait, I got a little bit more cleanup to do. See, did. Might help if I took her out. I don't have to deal with all the little tendrils all over the place. Yeah, just the other day I went to move her and she had like 10 leaves fall off at one time. I was like, oh no, that's not good. Yeah, see, I got a bunch of leaves down here in this on top of the soil. And this is from me missing too many waters. And she was like, I ain't about that life. Don't play me like that. And don't play yourself. Okay? So she's nice and cleaned up. I'm trying to be careful and not get that sap on me because it does irritate my skin. And I am an eye rubber. And that's the last thing I need is to get that mess in my eye. Okay. I ain't getting nothing on me there. Aww. See, she was looking straggly to me before, but now she looks cute. Look, you know when you get that first haircut and it was looking kind of stringy before you could see through it, and now it's just like it's nice and tight and thick and full. That's what she's giving. She's giving that. Okay, so I have some exciting news. Next week, we are going to be live on Friday at 11:30. So August the 2nd at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going live and I will have a special guest. Her name is Dee, and Dee has been traipsing around the country, honey, plant sitting. So she's house sitting, but she has found house sits that have plants in them, and I want to talk about it. I want to get into the details and find out what it's really like, not only from her perspective as the traveler, but I also kind of want to know like what, you know, the plant collections have looked like and what kind of things they want her to do. Like, you know, what all has to be done. So I want to dig into it because I think that will open us up, not just y'all, but me. By y'all, I mean me, to be able to travel and still maintain my plant collection. So this is the part of the video where I know we are fam. This is the fam that stays this long. So the first thing I want to do is I want to say a special thank you to those that have supported me on the Buy Me a Link. Buy me. For those that have supported me on the Buy Me a Plant link, I appreciate you guys so much. Karen, Mona, Kathy, Sandra, I thank you guys so much. And for my July birthdays, don't think I forgot about you. I did not. Let me say a happy birthday to Marilyn, affectionately known as Mary Love. Okay, so if no one else has said it to you today, have a great day. Bye.